So the marine forecast continued to, it shows high winds, gale warnings almost every day in this past week. So again, we decided to take another trip farther away from the water. This time we decided to head up to Mount Rainier, which is one of the places we used to hike a lot when we were younger. About halfway up to Mount Rainier, we stop at a place called Enumclaw. We almost always seem to stop here. We top off the fuel tank because it's probably 150 miles or more round trip, running up to Sunrise and back. So it's nice to have a full fuel tank. You just never know what's happening this time of the year. By the way, the whole time I've been driving, Cherie's been trying to get a picture of the mountain, but every time she swings the camera that direction, trees or buildings get in the way.
Behind the tree.
Yeah, don't love it.
Love
It's so fast.
it. So Cherie and I, a few years back, took the motorcycle up to Sunrise. And it was a fun ride, although Cherie's butt kind of got sore.
No.
Oh, I didn't?
No, it didn't on that trip.
Oh, that's
That
right.
was
We
what was
made a
so
couple of
strange.
brief stops on the way so you could rest
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Once we entered the national park, it's about another 20 minutes or so to get up to the 6,000 foot level where Sunrise is located. Interesting to note that beginning this past year, Mount Rainier required reservations at a cost in order to gain access. Since that goes away basically, I guess, sometime in September, and since this is beyond that time, we didn't require a reservation to get into the park. We're coming up here in fall, but in the spring, these fields are covered with wildflowers. Things like Indian paintbrush and others really make this area very colorful. In the summer, the parking lot here at Sunrise is typically filled to capacity. That's obviously one reason they ended up going to a reservation system. So what we're looking at here is there's Cherie. It looks like things have kind of been closed up. There's only one restroom with a long line, which is unusual for this place. This is the latest we've ever come up to Mount Rainier. It's well into October at this point, and we noticed they're starting to shut down many of the side roads on the mountain. I think they just don't want to take a chance on people getting stuck. From October on, you never know if you're going to get a serious snowstorm, and they come in with literally only a few hours warning. So this is closed, right?
And they're like, okay.
Wow. Looks like everything's closed up here. Bizarre.
It must be after Labor Day. And just
Yeah,
shut.
maybe that's it.
They could keep it open now.
Hey, you think so?
Yeah.
Wow. We can head down to White River for our picnic.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't have to walk a long distance. Just there's a cloud up there. Because we arrived late in the season, the Sunrise Lodge and gift shop were closed, but it was still a very beautiful day, and the weather was still fairly warm. It's kind of like so I take it this is closed too.
Yeah.
Wow. These used to be some pretty cool areas. Listening to the roar of the Harleys in the background in the parking lot reminded me that only a few years earlier, Cherie and I had taken our Harley up here on the same trip.
I wanted to come up for the scents.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
This
it
should be
smells
smell-o-vision.
so good.
Is this amazing?
It was very amazing.
Wow.
I love
These alpine fir.
it. Is this going around, do you think?
Nope.
Maybe go down here and around.
Yeah. Yep. Glad we came up now, you know, instead of waiting.
Yeah. Yeah. This little trail. Maybe we have.
I think we have, yeah. Yeah, get a shot here. Lots of these smaller trees. Any roar you hear in the distance is the wind in the trees. Any roar you hear in the distance is the wind in the trees. Leaving Sunrise, we headed down to the White River campground to have a picnic before heading home. I'm not a fan of high places, so sometimes looking over the edge of a embankment or a side of a cliff is a little bit hard on me. Cherie and I used to hike this area in the summer when we were younger. I think you'd say before kids. There's a little lookout at the end here, Cher. You don't want to do it? Okay. Here's the little place you can kind of park and wander around here. Well, viewers, if you could only smell campfire, it smells so good. So this is the White River we're hiking down to. It turns out we're really lucky to even get into the campground. The rangers were systematically closing all of the roads leading into the campgrounds because of the impending winter weather. They also had some high wind warnings approaching the mountain as well, so it makes sense that you don't want a lot of people crowding into an area that may be difficult to evacuate from. It is, isn't it?
Did you smell it?
Is that Salal or mighty sweet?
I don't see any clouds.
Huh.
Oh, you're not? No, are you? Nah, no.
So they call this the White River because it brings silt down from the glaciers on Rainier. However, it's looking a little muddy today. If you hike up to the far end, this comes out immediately beneath some of the larger glaciers. It'll be easy to wash your hands from the bridge. Yeah, you never know. Be careful, babe. You have two hands, right? liking. I'm liking it. So, babe, here's our picnic from a high on high.
Not much to it.
It's a pretty decent picnic near the river.